good thing to know.
Is the airline?
Let's hope so. I want to thanks is not enough. It's just not enough. To look around and see such faces that bring back so many memories. It's amazing. It's just, it's mind-boggling. There are people coming from London. There are people coming from San Diego. There are people coming from Virginia. There are people coming from Arlington. I just want to say, first of all, I want to thank Randy Jordan. Where is he?
He's right here.
He said, I think I'm going to try this Martin. It was just a flat land, if you remember. And he said, I want to try this Martin thing out. And I said, well, I'm happy here at Hazel, and I'll just stay here. And he kind of, the Hazel kids won't here. But he said, let's take a trip. We want to go to a 5A. At that time, it was 5A. And I said, yeah, I think I'll go with you. And so we scoped it out, and I'd always want to have been in a 5A school. And so without him, I probably wouldn't have been here. So I my Hazel students, if you're an Hazel student, can you stand up? There's not very many of them. The young I've actually been teaching 40 years, but I only say 38 years because I don't count the first two because they taught me. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I said, Gary, you probably shouldn't do this. You shouldn't probably call us that. You probably shouldn't fight the students. And thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate you very much. And I also want to, if you've ever, I'm just curious, if you've ever acted in this space, stand up. We didn't have these lights. We had track lighting, and there was this one girl in the back who had those little knobs. Those knobs need to go a little bit further to the right. I marked them. It's the red mark. It's the last red mark. You're going to the yellow. You're going to the yellow. I mean, that's all we have. Now, I also want to say one more thing. When I first got this job, my first thought is when I went to GFH Square, which we call it. Why do you call it GFH Square? I said, because I didn't know what the hell to call it. So I said, go up there in that place. What's the place? Oh, that godforsaken hellhole. That's what they call it. Then they'd go to college and ask colleges, where's your godforsaken hellhole? Godforsaken hellhole. It's not named that. I named it myself. I went up there, and I swear to you, there was a sack, and it said drama, and it didn't say theater because they didn't say theater back then. It said drama, and it said cure. It had a hammer, a tape measure, and a saw. It wasn't an electric saw. It was, you know. Scripts, I didn't have anything, and so good luck, have a good night. And because of that, I made my students this year make the set with a saw. I had not just kidding. Last year here, you're going to use just a crosscut saw. And you're going to do a like it or leave.
have worked with us over the years, but if you're a director that's worked with us and you're here tonight, can you stand up? I know music directors too, and Kitty Ferguson. I'm thanking the parents for all of the time that they gave their students to us, and because you are amazing people to work with, and now I did a little math, didn't I, the last time, and I figured out that on this show, oh God, I'll forget the numbers, and I'm horrible at math, but the tally for the 48 students in the company that worked 800 and something hours. Please help me out, Aaron. The total was 8,848 total hours spent on this production with all the kids. Think about how many shows you did at Martin or at George West. In fact, stand up if you're from George West, Texas. Teaching them when I was 22 years old. And God, I made a lot of mistakes. We're still talking about it, aren't we, girls? We had a lot of fun. But seriously, if you multiply that number of times, the shows that you did, and think about the hours that we all spent together, it's amazing. And they were hours of hard work and a lot of sweat and a lot of fun. When we were leaving the last Saturday, people say, are you ready to retire, and are you going to miss this? And it's those Saturdays and those rehearsals, I think. I love performance, don't get me wrong. I'm going to have a lot of fun tonight. But with all of you, I remember Margaret teaching me to sew, and I remember painting with all of you, and sewing and building and laughing and rehearsing, and all of that is what I will miss. I will miss the work that we did alongside each other. Thank you, God, thank you for a life full of just rich memories and laughter and pain together. So much growth, so much maturity. And to all be in the same room, it's just more than we can think about. But I heard Alinda, I asked my other director, or my old director, somebody asked her one time, are you going to quit the theater? And she said, honey. She's very crass. She said, honey, they say about if you're going to quit theater, it's like having sex with a gorilla. You don't quit till the gorilla says so.
Michelle Duncan was in the first play that we did here, and we did Effective Gamma Rays on Man in the Marigold. Julian, is that there? Julian, that's her. I think the one that played Ruth, where's Pooja? She was in here. Pooja Bhadra. She's really nice, but she really played a mean sister. Ugly to her sister. Thank you for coming. Really, I'm overwhelmed. I really am. I can't imagine anything better than this. I really can't. It's just, it tears me up. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Woo!
time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices, and remember that flash photography is strictly prohibited. We ask that you not leave the theater at any time during the performance, but if you must, there's an exit located to your left. Just be aware that there will be actors and actresses preparing to make their entrances. There will be a brief 10-minute intermission between acts 1 and 2, during which water bottles will be available for $1 in the little theater lobby. Thank you and enjoy the show.
You insulted me. You should just stop trying to be the three musketeers in one.
Well, what would you have me do, Han? Seek the patronage of some great man, like a creeping vine on a tall tree, crawl upward where I cannot stand alone? No, thank you.
Oh my God, I've seen more talent at a dog show.
Dedicate, as others do, poems to pawnbrokers. Be a buffoon in the vile hope of teasing out a smile on some cold face.
Eat a toad for breakfast every morning, where on my belly groveling in the dust. Oh, I thank you, and again I thank you, no, but to sing, to laugh, to dream, to walk in my own way and be alone, free with an eye to see things as they are.
Grandma!
Any road under the sun, nor doubting of fame, or fortune.
Grandma!
Oh, what a surprise! Oh, you get more beautiful every day. You look adorable.
Oh, so do you.
What?
So do you. You look great.
I'm afraid you'll have to speak up, dear.
Grandma, do you want me to get you your hearing aid?
Why would I want a hand grenade? Oh, I've missed you terribly. It isn't the same here without you.
Well, I miss you too, Grandma. Hey, how's the tour going? Do you like Buffalo?
No, I don't. It stinks. If it wasn't named for an animal, it would have nothing going for it. I don't mind so much for myself, really, but it's quite a come down for your mother. She played Broadway, you know, in the 40s, and then your father dragged it onto his level.
Grandma!
Revivals of tired old plays, B-movies. You should have heard him doing Cyrano just now in the dress rehearsal. The man is a walking ham. They could stick cloves in him and serve him with pineapple.
Grandma, listen. I have a surprise for you. I'm getting married.
Oh, Rosalind, dear. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I've always said that you and Paul were made for each other.
It isn't Paul.
The boy has sprung.
Grandma! It isn't Paul. Paul and I broke up.
It isn't Paul.
No.
Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, you two look ravishing on the stage together. You could do all the great couples.
Oh, Grandma, listen. I'm not an actress anymore. I'm an advertisement.
Yes, I know. And it's revolting.
something different, something that doesn't drive me crazy all the time. Does that make sense?
Oh, Rosalind, dear, can I tell you something?
Sure.
I haven't heard a word you've said.
Grandma, can I please get you your hearing aid?
Oh, well, I would love the French Brigade. Now, you listen to me, young lady. The theater may be dying. The glamorous invalid may be crawling through the desert with but a single lung in its feeble chest, but it is still breathing, and it is all we have. It is our lifeline to humanity. Without it, we would all be Republicans. I'm going to lie down now, dear. It's wonderful having you back.
Oh, Grandma! Oh, Grandma, I love you! Come in! Come in! Oh, would you please come in? The door's open!
Sweetheart,
Howard, come on in.
are your parents here?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
Howard.
Well, you know how this makes me feel, this whole meeting the in-laws thing. It makes me nervous.
You have nothing to be nervous about.
I'd be all right if they weren't such big stars, you know, the glamorous life.
Howard, does this look glamorous to you?
Yeah, it does.
Howard, this is Buffalo, New York. It's like Scranton, but without the charm. Oh.
I like Scranton, too.
Here. What I mean is, this isn't Broadway. Anyways, we're doing rap.
Right. What's rep again?
More than one show in repertory. Right now we're doing Private Life by Noel Coward and Stewart No Doubt. That's a joke for a small company.
Ah, so sort of the one nostril version.
Oh, I think it's sort of sweet that you're so nervous to meet them.
Nervous? Look at me. I'm a wreck. Do they know that I'm in show business, too?
Oh, Howard, you're not exactly in show business.
So I am on television.
You're a weatherman.
Right, that's like acting, like your parents.
No, Howard, they do Shakespeare and Chekhov. You do precipitation.
I know.
Oh, Howard, it's a wonderful job. I'm very proud of you. We can settle down and have children.
Children? I love children. I want to have 6 at least.
Let's start with one.
Okay.
Now listen to me. I want you to be very, very nice to them. Tell them how much you admire their work.
Well, I do. I mean, my God. When I was growing up, they were on the cover of Life magazine. Shakespeare on Broadway.
Look out, Barrymores. Here come the Hayes. They had to reproduce on our China.
Wow.
And they had 2 big flops in a row and went to Hollywood.
I know, and I saw every movie they ever made.
Good.
Sergeant Yukon, The Apache Woman. Oh, God, I forgot the bag.
What bag?
I have a surprise for your father. Last week when I was in New York, I read in the paper about an auction. They were selling off props and stuff from one of the big studios, and I bought one of his old costumes. I thought he'd like it.
That is so sweet. Which one did you get?
General George Patton, wait till you see it. The trouble is, I didn't get anything for your mother. I suppose she wouldn't take cash.
Oh, Howard. I love you for who you are.
Yeah, but what if I freeze up? I do that sometimes when I'm nervous. I forget my name.
Oh, Howard, you have nothing to worry about. All right.
All right,
Now I'll go see if they're in the dressing room.
I'll come with you.
You stay here in case they show up.
I'd rather go.
Stay! Nothing's gonna happen in 2 minutes.
like a fountain. Ha!
Oh, thy head a vile Scot!
I'll make a ghost of him that will stay and away.
Howard!
I have to go now. I need a minute. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I have to think about this. You don't just rush into these types of relationships. It takes some thinking.
You know what I like best about the author of Cyrano? He's dead, so he can't argue with me. Now, I have an idea for tomorrow's rehearsal. When the carriage arrives during the battle scene and you come in, I want you to pause, curtsy to the soldiers, and then I will put a spotlight on your face to suggest that you have descended like an angel from heaven.
Oh, George, let's try it now!
All right.
Okay. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop,
Oh, who goes there?
Coach!
What? In the camp?
Tis Roxanne!
Thank God!
Yay! Then I will float down out of the carriage like an angel from heaven.
And spotlight.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen.
Roxanne, on the king's service?
Yes, in the service of my own king, love.
That's it, it'll make the scene.
Oh, Cyrano. Cyrano, my best friend, I need your help.
I am at your disposal, madam. Now and forever.
Oh, George. Oh, when you do that center stage in front of 1,000 people holding their breath, I wet myself. I can't help it.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Kiss me now before the moment passes.
Oh, Roxanne.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just the hired help.
Well, if it isn't the Hound of the Baskervilles. She can't hear me. She hasn't heard a word in over 20 years. Have you, Quasimodo? So tell me, Ethel, have you frightened any children recently? Offered them a ride on your broomstick?
George!
I still cannot believe to this day that that is your mother. I mean, here you are, the greatest stage actress in a generation, and you are spawned by a troll.
George, cut it out.
I mean, you must have been switched at birth or something. I mean, somewhere out there has to be Ethel's real daughter traveling with the Ringling Brothers as the Wolf Woman of Borneo.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you, Mother!
George, my hearing aid is in. Now grow up!
Oh, my neck. Am I getting old, Charlotte?
Oh, no, dear. You're just falling apart.
I wonder they didn't want me for the Pimpernel movie.
Us, dear. They didn't want us.
They would have put us right back on top. I could see it. George and Charlotte Hayes star in the new Frank Capra production, The Twilight of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
There will be other movies.
But we were this close. I could taste it. I mean, no wonder Hollywood is such a cesspool. I mean, please. Frank Capra directs The Twilight of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Yeah, I didn't even get to meet him.
Nor did I. Nor did I care to. May he rot in hell.
I can see it now. Mr. Pimpernel goes to Washington.
Exactly. Ah.
George, get down. I'll work on it.
Right. You know, they started filming yesterday. At this very moment, the cameras are rolling on Ronald Colman wearing my tights.
Let them have their Ronald Colman, dear, and then their Greer Garson. Who gives a damn?
You're right.
I'm sure Mrs. Garson will do a perfectly adequate job.
You're right.
If that's what they want.
I agree entirely.
Stupid little bitch. I met her once. Did you know that? She was filming Pride and Prejudice, and I was next door filming Apache Woman. She was cutting the crust off of little tea sandwiches, and I was boiling a pig in a teepee. She was making love to Laurence Olivier, and I was sacrificing a chicken with Chief Chunkachoo.
Oh, Charlotte! Oh, Charlotte! Oh,
How's your neck?
better. But don't stop.
George, can I ask you something? Did you sleep with Eileen?
Charlotte, how could you say something like that?
I see the way that you look at her.
She's a pretty girl. I'm not dead.
Not yet. I know exactly when it happened, George. We were in the middle of that terrible fight.
And whose fault was that, dear?
It was your fault, dear. You called me the world's oldest living ingenue.
Now, I merely mentioned that a woman in her 50s should not try to play St. Joan. It's like watching Eleanor Roosevelt play Peter Pan.
I happen to admire Eleanor Roosevelt.
Well, and so do I, but I don't want to watch her fly out of a window.
You are changing the subject, George.
Eileen barely even knows I exist.
Are you kidding? You walk into the room and she lights up. I could use her for a reading lamp.
Off your rocker, it's extraordinary and it's unkind.
George, listen to me. I don't mind as long as you tell me the truth, okay? Did you sleep with Eileen or didn't you? Yes or no?
No, all right? The answer is no.
Oh, really?
It's just killing you about the
Oh,
film,
no,
isn't
the
it?
film has nothing to do-
Scarlet Pimpernel,
Stop
Scarlet
it.
Pimpernel, Greer Goss.
Don't be an idiot.
I'm sure it's lame to be stuck out here
No,
in
it's-
Siberia while Wisconsin swarms around
You look ridiculous. Stop.
the Queen of She. I'm sure you had fantastical visions of being slobbered over by legions of toadies, having your ears powdered.
Okay. George, I am sorry.
Well, it's too late now, isn't it? You've hurt my feelings.
I saw that.
So what?
You big faker.
I am not
You
a
are
faker. I am the farthest
Guess
thing
what,
from a
faker? Faker.
Son, would you
Faker.
get out?
Faker.
Come on, here. Eileen?
Oh, good morning.
Eileen! Don't look at me like that.
Come on, I'm gonna go talk to her.
No! You've caused enough trouble for one morning. Eileen!
Hello, Paul.
What's with Eileen? I think she was crying.
I don't know. She was born in Buffalo. Maybe she suddenly realized she's still here.
Actually, I mean, she loves it here. She originally came here to do theater. What she really wants to do is television.
Oh, please.
I mean, she'd be good at television. She's pretty, wholesome.
Hey,
nice.
wholesome is not the word, okay? I mean, she could give milk.
Anyway, have you talked to Oz lately?
Last Sunday, I brought up your name and she started screaming.
That's right.
You know, I never understood why you two broke up.
Well, because she wanted me to leave theater behind so she could lead the normal life. I mean, could you imagine anyone in your family living a normal life?
Oh, hi, Mother! It's sweetie, when did you get here? 2 minutes ago. You know, we were just talking about you this minute. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Roz.
How's showbiz?
Great, I've never been happier.
Good for you, I'm thrilled.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This is going well. I thought you were in New York.
I came back to work for your parents.
How nice.
You know what? I'm gonna go check on Eileen.
All right. Rosalind, why don't you two just get married and get it over with?
I wish you would stop trying to run my life. It's my life, not your life.
You're right. I'm sorry, you are right. I'm only the one who gave birth to you. 12 pounds, 14 ounces. They needed a forklift!
She locked herself in the... Rosalind! Oh, my baby! Now tell me, Charlotte, how is it possible that two plain people such as ourselves could produce an offspring as beautiful as this one?
She's not yours, dear. I slept around.
So tell me, Rosalind, you finally come to your senses? You've come back to join the company?
No, thank you. Well, that's not why I'm here. I have a surprise for everybody. Well, I lost it.
Well, Paul, get in here. Look who's arrived.
gone?
I went to the forest of Arden. And you do have a way with women, Paul.
Thanks.
And, how is little Miss Eileen?
Well, she wouldn't open the door for me either. I wonder what happened.
Oh, I know. She's in love with George.
Oh.
Charlotte, would you please keep your menopausal hallucinations to yourself?
You know what? I'll just go try again.
And you are the company manager.
I'm also your second lead this week.
I beg your pardon?
Webster quit this morning. He packed his bags and left.
Well, he can't do that. I'll sue the untalented little weasel.
Why would he just leave?
Because he wasn't paid for 2 weeks?
Well, none of us have been paid in 2 weeks. What type of feeble excuse is that?
Why did nobody tell me this?
Well, Paul just told you, didn't he, the big blabbermouth?
Sorry. Anyway, have you talked to your agent? He called twice.
My agent? Ha! Surely you jest. Didn't you read about it in the Scientific American? The day my checks dropped down to 4 digits was the day he vanished off the face of the earth.
George, talk to me. Are we in trouble?
We'll make it. We always do. It's television that's putting us out of business. Entertainment by the yard.
George.
What is wrong with these people? Don't they care? Don't they know the difference? I'm not here, you haven't seen it.
What?
Look, if it's a native Buffalonian, just offer it some long grass and some water and maybe it'll go away.
Yes?
Hi.
Yeah, what do you want?
I just want to tell you before you say anything else that I think you're the most wonderful actress that ever lived.
Oh, well then, do please come in. To my home. I am Charlotte Hay.
Hi, oh my God!
Knock, knock. Hello, Charlotte.
I'm surprised.
Good to see you. Oh, how do you do? Richard Maynard. And you are?
I wouldn't ask him that. Apparently it's a trick question.
Are you famous too?
No, but some people do say I remind them of Loretta Young.
Mr. Maynard is our lawyer and represents every major star in Hollywood.
Wow.
So tell me, who's your favorite? Besides Miss Charlotte, of course.
Esther Williams. Do you know her?
Please. I taught her to swim.
Wow.
Look, I am terribly sorry, but do you think that you could come back another time?
Sure.
It was stunning to meet you, whoever you are.
Wait, I remember. It's Howard.
Richard, what are you doing here?
Well, I was sitting in my office this morning making a great deal of money. But I suddenly realized that I was terribly bored. So I thought to myself, I said, what can I do to cheer myself up? Now, I considered raising my billing rate. You know, that usually does the trick. But then I thought, no, I would much rather take Miss Charlotte to lunch.
Oh, so you flew all the way here from New York City?
Well, I was in a plane, of course.
Oh. You are such a darling, I accept. You know, in fact, I could probably use some cheering up myself.
Oh, what has the brute done this time?
I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just tired.
Well, of course you're tired. It's inhumane the way that he drags you around from one city to another.
Well, on top of everything else, I just found out that we're not meeting our payroll.
Oh, yes, I know that.
You do?
Oh, yes, it's quite serious. I've been telling George for months now to start cutting down on expenses.
Is there anything that I can do?
Well, you could do a movie, or better yet, you could do some television.
Or we could just change the play. Pygmalion always makes money.
Charlotte, hello in there. Look, it's 1953, huh? The road is dead. The only stars left touring anymore, besides you two, are Cornell and the Luntz. And they have a combined age of 1,462.
What am I supposed to do then?
Well, for starters, you can marry me. I've got tons of money and no one to spend it on. Well, except for a cat with a thyroid problem. You know, he's getting very large. I had some friends over last week and they thought I bought a new sofa. I am being serious. I'll have to move out soon. Charlotte, I want you to listen to me. All right, look, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. I can't lie the way that most men do and tell you that your cheeks remind me of damask. I don't even know what the hell damask is. But Charlotte, you really do deserve better than this. Come on, let me pamper you a little. Huh? We can take a cruise together. Anywhere you want in the entire world. Rochester, Schenectady.
Oh, Richard, you make me so happy.
Good, you deserve it. Frankly, so do I. I am tired of living alone.
What about George?
No, I don't want to live with George.
Richard.
I love you so much. I know you're all I ever think about anymore.
Oh, Richard.
Oh, Charlotte.
George!
What's your name? How do you do? A lawyer to the stars.
Oh, singer, schlepper for 2 stars. Where's George?
In his dressing room, I think.
He's not there.
Something the matter?
No.
Paul?
I just have to ask George a question.
Well, when you find him, let him know that I'll be gone for the morning because Richard is taking me to lunch.
All right, have a nice
Oh,
time.
we intend to. Thank you.
All right. Oh, Ethel, have you seen George? Oh, for God's sake. Ethel!
What?
Where's George?
He's right behind me.
You get it! Go zero pants!
Let them out! They're gone too snug. You look ridiculous.
They're my pants!
That side looks like a watermelon.
Now, what did I ask you?
They need fixing.
Your ears need fixing!
George!
Oh, now look what you've done. No wonder this company's going down the toilet.
George, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
What, bad news in this company? The House of Usher Repertory Theater?
You better sit down.
Sit down? Because my knees will tremble. My legs will wobble uncontrollably. That is a stage convention, you idiot. That is the cheapest melodrama.
George, Eileen is pregnant.
Oh my
Detroit, and now she's pregnant.
That's a lie.
You didn't sleep with her in Detroit?
It was Cincinnati. Oh, holy mother of God, Charlotte will kill me.
Oh, I know.
She'll make my life a living hell. More than usual. Oh, what did I do?
Run!
Would you think of something, you idiot? That's what you're paying
All
for.
right, fine, just let me think. All right, I got it. Eileen could have the baby out in the country, you know, with a relative, like an aunt or something. And you could go out there every few months and visit them and have picnics, but we would not tell Charlotte ever. And then when the kid's like 10 years old, you could cast her as page and what you do about nothing, and you could put on shows together. I'm sorry, maybe you should just go talk to Eileen.
Oh, Eileen, you're right, the poor girl. I better go see
You're
her.
gonna have to hurry, she has a doctor's appointment at noon.
Already?
They had to do some kind of test or
Well,
something.
what test?
I don't know.
A pregnancy test?
I have no idea.
So she might not be
She
pregnant.
says she's
Yeah,
positive.
but you only think she's
She's
pregnant.
positive, she
Oh,
thinks.
Christ almighty, is she pregnant?
I don't know, I didn't examine her.
It's chilly out there. I'm gonna grab a wrap and I'll be back around 1.
Good. Great.
And by the way, George, Richard is here and he's taking me to lunch.
Bon appetit. Oh my God, what if she talks to Eileen in there?
No, I doubt that.
You just go in there and keep them
That's
separated.
gonna happen sooner
You
than...
just do it! so sorry. What can I say? What can I do?
Oh, I think you've already done it, George!
Well, we got carried away.
I was such a fool!
We were both fools.
And now, we're having a little fun! Oh, I hope he looks just like you!
Oh my God!
I can't do the matinee today, I'm sorry.
But you don't have an understudy.
Well, I can't do it! Besides, I'd still be at the doctor's.
Wait, the doctors. For a test? To confirm that you're...
That's right.
So then you might not actually be...
George, I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Leave me. I'm 2 weeks late and I've been tossing my guts up the past 3 mornings. I mean, what do you think it is?
Bad oyster?
See you later, George.
Oh, wait, Eileen. You didn't tell Charlotte, did you?
Oh, no, I haven't seen her.
Oh, thank God.
So I left her a note. Well, she has to know something. I mean, she's going to figure it out when I start waddling around her like a duck. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Anyways, I scribbled it down on something. I think it was her copy of Variety.
Variety?
I've got to go now, George.
Holy Mother of God!
George, I can't find Eileen anywhere.
I need you to go to Charlotte's dressing room right now and bring me her copy of Variety, all right?
George, there's a copy of Variety right there.
I don't want to read it, you idiot! Let's go!
Hello, Paul.
Paul, do you think you could leave us alone for a few seconds?
Don't leave me!
Leave the room, Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
George, the weirdest thing has appeared in this. And I think that you should read it, George, because I may just be having a menopausal hallucination. So, you just go ahead and read it near the top.
Box office biggie, Bufo and Berg?
Below that.
Dear Charlotte, I'm carrying your husband's... piles? Files?
Child! I am carrying your husband's child!
Right. I thought you should know Eileen. Charlotte, I made a grievous mistake. Can you ever forgive me?
No, I can't! You betrayed me!
Ow!
Sorry, I left something in the dressing room. Charlotte, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't blame George. Really, it was all my fault. I guess I shouldn't have believed him when he said that next season I could play Roxanne. Roxanne? Roxanne!
I was right after the performance and I was filled with passion for Sarah Lloyd! You cornered me!
Don't touch me!
Did you expect me to be celibate all of my life?
3 days? You couldn't be celibate for 3 days! I am getting on the next plane out with Richard.
Wait, Charlotte! We have a matinee.
Goodbye, George.
Charlotte, wait! Please!
Well, how did it go? You're not well. Oh, George. Oh, George. George, would you say something, please?
I'm a hack! I always was a hack, and now an even bigger hack! I've sunk to new levels of hackdom!
George, now come on, you can't give up. Think about all your fans.
My fans? All right, fine, I'll call one, you call the other.
George, you made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. Let me talk to her. I'm sure she'll listen to me.
It's too late now, Horatio. Just cancel the performance for this afternoon. In fact, cancel the whole tour.
George, you can't do that. You're gonna get sued.
Well, let the bastard sue me. Let him nail me to a cross. God knows I've suffered enough!
Hello? Yes, it's your agent.
I'm not here.
Oh, he's right here. Could you talk to him, please?
Hello, Henry. How's the blood-sucking business. Well, it must be important. It's almost noon and you're up for the day. Yes, I'm aware they've started filming. I have a little Ronald Coleman doll I've been jabbing needles into. He what? Henry, if this is a lie, I'll kill you.
What happened? Shh.
Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, Henry, I love you!
What did he say?
You shut up! Yesterday? Right. No, I'll call you.
Well?
We're back in business, baby! Charlotte, get in here!
What did he say?
You're looking at a star, my boy! Charlotte!
What happened?
Yesterday, on the set of The Twilight of the Scarlet Pimpernel, Ronald Coleman made his first entrance, and he fell down a flight of steps and broke his leg! As a consequence, the director of the film, Frank Capra, winner of 2,000 Academy Awards, Mr. Hollywood himself is flying here to watch the matinee!
Frank Capra.
Yeah! All right, goodbye, George.
Yes, I'm sorry. Wonderful thing in the world just happened. Ronald Coleman is crippled. Henry just called. It seems that Mr. Coleman made the most dramatic entrance yesterday at the set of The Twilight of the Scarlet Pimpernel, like careening headfirst down a flight of steps and broke his legs. I bet it was the tights I got him. And apparently there's fractures in both legs, not one, both.
Henry told you this.
The studio is desperate. Every second they spend delaying is costing them a fortune. So who do you think the director is that's on his way right now to watch the matinee? Well, I'll give you a hint. Give me a C. I said give me a C.
C.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an R.
Hey. Ooh, Capra.
Beginning to look extremely likely that I will insist that you play Marguerite.
Oh, I don't know what to say, George.
I know I'm a saint.
Except that this is easily the most ridiculous lie you have ever told me.
But
So I don't know.
wait. You must believe me. You have to believe me. When have I ever lied to you before?
Goodbye, George.
Charlotte, wait, please, I'm begging you, wait.
I said goodbye.
Oh, George. Oh, George, are you all right?
You know what? I'll kill myself. No, that's too easy. I'll get very, very drunk, and then I'll kill myself.
Come on, we can still do the matinee.
Well, who's gonna play Roxanne, huh? Ethel?
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm glad to say they're finished. No thanks to you. Now try them on. Go ahead. I'll turn around. As if you're modest. That'll be the day.
I'll take the chair. It'll be worth it.
Hello? Yes. Oh, George, it's Capra's New York office. What do I tell them? George? Oh, dear God. That's a very good question. Hi, yes, hello there. Hi. He's in a meeting. Mr. Capra comes tomorrow.
Capra?
Oh, yeah. He's on his way to the airport. Yes, of course. All right. Okay, bye-bye. Holy God! Come on inside. Oh,
George.
Charlotte, what are you
George!
doing? Read a newspaper and you go berserk.
Read that.
Disaster at MGM. Coleman on crutches. Garson walks out.
She walked out! Mother! Where's George?
I hope he's getting a root canal.
Richard, come on.
Well, I'd rather not.
Richard?
George?
Daddy!
George?
Daddy!
George?
Grandma! Have you seen Daddy?
Too many times. You're
Come on.
This is why I left the theater.
Would you come on, darling?
Mother!
George! He has to be here somewhere. Mother! What? Mother! Through there!
I don't find this very tiresome.
You're the one who said you wanted to spend the whole day with me.
Yeah, but
Now come on! George! George!
Ross? Ross? Oh, no, Ross. Thank you. Eileen, have you seen George?
No! And I never want to see him again for as long as I live!
Holy hell! Charlotte? Ross? Oh, good God!
Through there!
No!
I'm ready. I can meet your parents.
Not now, you can meet him later. Daddy! Mother!
And go! When you see Rosalind, I want you to give her this note.
I am not your personal slave!
Give it to her or I'll have you killed. Where the hell is the mafia when you need her?
Did you find him?
No.
I'm sure he's here somewhere. Oh, George.
Oh, Rosalind, don't! This is for you! It's from Mr. Potato Head!
Okay. Dear Ross, don't worry about me. I'll be back in a few days. A few days!
Oh, my God. Oh,
Ross! Ross, I cannot find your father anywhere.
Mother?
You know, he's probably still at the
Oh, shut it,
hotel.
shut it, shut it.
Well, guess what? He was telling the truth. Capra really is coming to the matinee. Do you know what this means?
Charlotte?
No more Apache woman! I'm gonna be a big star!
Daddy left a letter. I think you should read it.
Okay. Dear Ross, don't worry about me. I'll be back in a few days. Love, Daddy. Okay, fine. A few days!
you know, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. How could your father just disappear? I mean, my God, it's Frank Capra.
Paul!
I mean, do you have any ambition left? I mean, this could be the end. For us.
Don't you ever think about anything but acting.
Sure, directing.
No.
I could direct. I've also written a play that happens to have a terrific part for you in it.
Oh, well, excuse me, but I have a life.
This isn't a life. Wait, I'm breathing. Oh, I think it's alive.
I want to find my father.
Yeah, well, so do I. Are you sure you've called all the bars?
I'm positive I checked him off.
You know, I still can't imagine your father being drunk. I mean, after all these years, I've never seen him take a drink.
Well, he only drinks when he's under great stress. The night I went on my first date, he drank an entire bottle of vermouth. Then he disguised himself as an Irishman. It was like being stalked by Eugene O'Neill.
Hello?
He's still not at the hotel. The manager has alerted the staff, and they will let us know when he gets there.
You know, I don't believe this.
Oh, you don't believe this?
I believe it.
How could he do this to me?
Well, it isn't his fault.
Well, of course it's his fault, Rosalind. Don't defend him.
But you walked out on him.
Which I wouldn't have done if he hadn't have lied to me.
Well, you must have driven him to it.
I drove him to it!
Well, you must have.
This is what I get. This is what I get for 4 days of the worst labor in the history of man. I drove him to it.
Oh, Mother, don't get dramatic.
I mean, do you know how big your head was?
Hello? Yes, it is. Oh, great! It's the Paramount Bar in Delaney. George just walked in.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, now listen. Can you keep him there? Oh, hold on. You want to know there's a reward?
For God's sake, 2 tickets to Private
2
Lives.
tickets to private
Oh,
lives.
with dinner afterwards.
With dinner afterwards. I know it's a deal. You want free parking?
Oh! Oh, you listen to me, you pinhead. You keep him there for the next 10 minutes and I will tear your heart out. Fine!
Atta girl!
I'm just gonna go.
No, I know where Delaney is. I will go. I'll be right back.
Do you see what I mean about the theater? I've been back here for 3 hours and I'm acting like a lunatic. I'll be in analysis until I'm 100.
It won't help.
Oh, shut up.
So, why did you come back?
I came back to see my parents. Is that a crime? And I didn't know you were here. I wouldn't have come.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Next time put a sign up on the throughway. Paul and Buffalo, turn back. There you go, Sam.
Okay, let's just forget about it.
Fine, that's fine with me.
Well, fine.
You know what? Let's just run your lines and get it over with.
Oh, don't bother. I've done Private Lives 100 times. And I don't see why I have to play Sybil.
Because Eileen took the day off. We don't know where she is. I suppose you can blame me for that, too.
Well, I'm not blaming you.
I suppose I got her pregnant.
Well, I wouldn't be at all surprised.
Fine.
Well, fine.
2 adjoining balconies, posh hotel, the South of France.
I know the play.
The lights come on.
For the record, I hate this. I swore I'd never set foot on the stage again. I'm breaking a vow
The
here.
lights come on.
Ellie, dear, do come out. It's so lovely.
Just a minute. Elliot comes out. Your father plays Elliot.
No kidding? He always plays Elliot. He's been playing Elliot since I was 5 years old.
He looks at the view. Not so bad.
It's lovely. Just look at the lights of that yacht reflected in the water. Oh dear, I'm so happy.
Are you?
Aren't you?
Oh, of course I am. Tremendously happy.
I mean, just to think, here we are, you and I, married.
Oh, yes, things have come to a pretty pass.
Well, you mustn't laugh at me. You mustn't be blasé about honeymoons, darling, just because this is your
Oh,
second.
that's silly.
Have I annoyed you by saying that?
Just a little.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Kiss me.
There.
Not so very enthusiastic. Again.
That better?
3 times, please, I'm superstitious. Oh, this has been a script.
I know.
Of course.
Oh, take your clothes off. Tell me later when you're naked. Oh, yes, it is. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God, yes, we'll be right there, and we'll pay for all the damages. Okay.
Paul, what happened?
That was the hotel. They said someone just walked into the dining room, climbed on top of a buffet table, and started reciting King Lear. Come on, oh my God, George.
And she came here! And she came there! And she came everywhere! Is he in heaven or is he in hell? Ronald Coleman tripped and fell! I could have had that part. It was mine for the taking. And now they'll give it to some no-talent has-been like John Gielgud. Things better than both of them with both legs tied behind my back. Legs? Legs. Oh, legs! That reminds me. Must write Ronald Coleman a get-well card. Dear Ronnie, how are the old pins, eh? What? Is Brutus sick? And will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare on the vital contagion of the night? Ah, Shakespeare! dear Ronnie, did you ever play Hamlet, or Henry V, or Falstaff? If salt and sugar be a sin, then God help the wicked. If to be old and merry is a curse, then many an old host I owe be damned. You see, now that is writing, Ronnie. That is the glory on the tongue. That is the gold on the canvas. That is not the movie. That is not television. That is theater. Schedule of performances, matinee, private lives, wrong. Here You got it wrong again. Oh, Charlotte, dear sweet Charlotte. She has the brain of a chicken. And yet we'll miss her, the pitter-patter of her size 12. The dainty wine in her voice nagging at me like the open cold sore. Oh, to return of the midnight hour when you gave birth to our only child. I can still see you flopping around the table like a tuna on a hook. I can still hear the dual set in your voice, calling through the night sky like an air raid siren. Please, she cried, please give me the Demerol. I can't even tell you now that I love you. You're gone with the wind. That would have been good in that part too. And it shall be written on his tombstone. One mistake. One lousy, innocent mistake.
George, you never had good timing, did you, George? This is just incredible. Doesn't matter now anyway. It's over. He's gone. He's just gone with the wind. It would have been good in that part too. Did he look at the bar? No, it wasn't him. It didn't even look like him.
Well, he may have been at the hotel a few minutes ago, but he's definitely gone now.
Yes. Yes, I'm Charlotte Hay, his wife. It's the police. What? Oh my God. Oh no. Thank you. Yes, thank you. We'll be right there. Mhm. A body has just arrived at the morgue, and it fits your father's description perfectly. They want us to go down there and check it out.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's not him. Let's go.
Wait! Before we go, I think we should say a prayer.
A prayer?
No, I'm not religious or anything. It just seems appropriate.
All right, okay.
Come on, bow your heads. Does anybody know a prayer? Not me. Oh, wait. God is great. God is good. And we thank him for our food. By his hand we all are fed.
Give us, Lord, our daily bread.
Oh my God, George!
George, you smell like you've been to the distillery.
That's funny, I haven't been to the
We have half an hour.
Oh, we can still make it.
But we need to sober him up. So coffee, lots of coffee.
Right.
Then we stick him into a cold shower.
Right.
We'll lay out his clothes and we'll shovel him into it.
Right.
George, Daddy! George, would you please wake up?
Huh?
Wake up.
Oh my God, Charlotte, you're bad.
Of course I'm back. I've been it back.
Oh, Charlotte, I made a terrible mistake. Can you ever forgive me?
We'll talk about that later.
No, you won't forgive me, I can tell.
George, I forgive you.
No, you don't, you're just saying that.
I forgive you, George. No, you don't. George, get yourself together. We have a performance in 30 minutes.
Performance? Well, we better get moving then.
Okay, Daddy, let's go.
Rosalind, what are you doing here?
I'm playing Sybil Peter Elliott in a matinee.
Matinee? What matinee?
I just told you.
Oh my God, Charlotte!
Somebody please get him to the dressing room.
This is the last time I fix these filthy trousers. What's wrong with him?
He's drunk.
So what? He's always stunk.
Here, please get rid of this. What? Pour this out and make some coffee, okay?
We have a matinee, you know. You should be in costume.
Thank you, Mother.
I wonder why she wants Irish coffee. Well, I suppose they're having guests at the intermission. Now, in my day, we served strawberries and champagne. Well, it's only called civilization, why bother? Schedule of performances, matinee, seminar. Well, I thought it was private lives. Good thing I saw this, they'd think I was round the bend.
Hello? Hello? Hi?
Oh, you startled me!
I'm sorry, I'm a friend of Roz. You must be Roz's grandmother. She talks a lot about you.
Young man, I cannot hear a word you're saying.
I'm a friend of Roz.
Oh, how nice!
She left me a note at the hotel. It's very exciting, isn't it?
What's exciting?
About Frank Capra.
What?
Frank Capra!
Oh, how nice to meet you!
How can you just lose him?
Sorry, I just left him in the hall trying to shower and oh God.
Mother, have you seen George?
You took him to the dressing room.
Since then, oh.
You know what, look, I'm gonna try backstage again, you check around here, all right?
Right, okay, now.
George.
George.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, look, I am very sorry, but we're busy now. We have a performance in 20 minutes.
I know, I bought a program.
Okay, fine. Best wishes, Charlotte. Hey, how is that?
I don't think you understand.
No, I don't think you understand. Okay? We are very busy. Now, goodbye. These people! I mean, they just walk in here like they own the place.
Well, you didn't have to be rude to him.
Stay out of this, Mother.
I used to know a man named Capra once. I wonder if he's related.
Capra?
What?
Capra?
What about him?
Mother, why did you just say Capra?
I didn't say it, he said it. He introduced himself, Frank Capra. Sounded very familiar.
Why didn't you say anything? Sir, please wait.
Oh, stupid God. It's like living in an asylum on the guard's day off.
I am so sorry. I could just beat myself with a stick. Please come in.
You're sure I could wait outside? It's a nice day, which is pretty much exactly what I predicted.
Well, you must think I'm completely mad.
No.
You know, my mother should have said something. The older lady who was standing here. I'm afraid she's just a teensy bit hard of hearing.
Grandma.
Huh?
Maybe I should call her Grandma. Or Granny.
Sure. Granny it is. Why don't we just start over? I am Charlotte Hay.
Hi.
And before you say anything else, I just want to let you know what a huge fan I am of your work.
Oh, gee, thanks.
It happened one night.
Well, actually, it happens every night at 6 and 11.
It's a wonderful life. Wow.
Gee, you have such a wonderful attitude.
And you can't take it with you.
I'm not.
You are such a young man for having accomplished so much. I had no idea.
Thanks. You know, a lot of people think it's easy, like there's nothing to it.
Oh, come now.
They do. They think it's all just a matter of barometric pressure.
Yeah, I'm sure that the pressure is very intense these days.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's a cold front moving up from Atlanta, so that should give us some relief.
Really? Well, can I get you some coffee?
No,
A drink?
no thanks. I never drink.
Oh, nor do I. Oh, neither does my husband, George. You see, the minute we start to work, there is no such thing in the world as liquor.
Once more to the world! Once more! Or blow the moon!
He has been working on this concept for months. Henry V, the pickled prince.
Very convincing.
Yes, he is.
That's very good.
Shh! He's concentrating. Would you look at the time? Well, we really must be getting you to your seat, huh? But we will see you after the performance. Do you promise?
Sure.
And let me say again, what an absolute thrill it is to have you here. We are extremely honored.
I have to say, you people are much friendlier than I expected.
Thank you. Okay, see ya. Bye-bye. You drunken lout.
You found him!
No. He found me while I was talking to Capra.
Oh my God, you think they noticed that he's...
No. He thought the theater was built on Lake Shaddiswiggle.
Maybe they didn't notice.
Notice? If you lit a match in here, the whole room would blow up. George?
Oh my God, Charlotte, you're back!
Listen, you get his costume, I'll get him a coffee with recipe.
I hate coffee, George.
Please.
I don't need coffee, I'm fine now.
George, just drink it. We have to be on stage doing Private Lives in 15 minutes.
Cyrano.
No, Private Lives.
The matinee is Cyrano, I just read
You
it.
did not. Look, Saturday schedule, it's Private. Cyrano? Who wrote this in?
No idea.
Someone must have changed the schedule.
You know, I have completely underestimated coffee. It is
Is this your Cyrano shirt?
It is indeed.
Okay, well, hurry up, put it on.
I have to finish my coffee.
Less than 15
Oh,
minutes.
fine.
What's he doing? That's a Cyrano shirt.
I know that.
We're doing Private
No,
Lives.
we're not. Look, the schedule's been changed.
This is George's handwriting.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Why would he do that?
Who knows why George does it? God, this is a nightmare. Who is it?
Hi, it's me.
It's Frank Capra.
Oh, good, I'd love to meet him.
No! Hold on. Hi.
Well, why can't I meet him?
Because you don't have any clothes on.
George, in the closet, quick!
Put this on and I'll give you the clothes. Put it in there. Coming. Hello again.
Hi, sorry to bother you.
Bother us, please. You can never bother us. You know, I was just telling my husband, he was here not a minute ago. I was just remarking on how much I love your work. I mean, I could watch it all day.
No kidding. Hey, wait. Stand right there.
Okay.
The barometer is falling rapidly, and we might just see some flurries by this afternoon. So stay warm, wear those woolies, and God bless.
Really? So what can we do for you?
I have a present for Mr. Hay.
You bought him a suit.
Yeah, no, it's one of his old costumes. General Patton. It came with the helmet and the gun and everything. Hey, maybe I could try it on and surprise him.
No. Would you look at the time? Well, you remember to come right back here after the performance, okay?
But if I can wait that long.
Oh, try. You just try.
Okay, good luck, Mom.
George, would you please cooperate?
Lift your leg.
You just came out of the closet.
I can see that.
No, not that closet, that closet.
There's a rumor that Ambrose in the audience.
Richard!
Oh, how are you, old boy?
Oh, I would like you to meet Richard Maine. Trusted friend,
Wow.
a really great lawyer, and a low-down sneaking wife.
Man is insane.
You are fired!
Richard, I think you better go.
Gladly. And Charlotte, you deserve better than this.
I'll kill you!
I don't understand it. He's getting drunker.
Me neither.
More coffee?
Yes!
Already? Rosalind, you're in the wrong costume.
No, you are.
What?
No, you are.
Oh dear, Cyrano, look at the schedule.
Mother, listen.
Oh, look, she's right. It is Cyrano.
Not Cyrano, okay? It is private lives. Private lives. Private lives.
Oh my God, where is George?
He was right here. Oh no.
We still have 7 minutes. And
Oh
we can...
no, just forget it. Just forget it. Forget it. It's over.
We start over. We still have time. We can do it. So everyone just calm down. We're gonna find it. So don't panic. Sorry.
Okay, now listen to me. Mother, you go put on your costume, okay? Paul, you check the first floor. I'll take the second. Oh, and you check the safe before you change. We'll only be back here in 5 minutes.
Right.
These must be the quality of the bean.
George, listen, something awful has happened. I just got back from the doctor to get the results.
And
brother, and I don't know why, but I told him about the baby, and he got really upset. He threatened to kill you.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Your brother, the hairdresser.
Yeah.
That even strikes me funny, that's all.
Listen.
I mean, what does he really plan to do with me? Put me under a hot dryer, around my curlers up too tight?
George, you don't understand.
Put my head in the basin and shampoo me to death?
George, he was in the Marines during the war. He lifts weights. He could break you in half.
Are you joking?
He just landed at Guadalcanal. He went home to get his gun.
Oh my God! What should I do?
Well, just be careful. If you see him, you've got to run.
Well, how will I know it's him?
He'll be the one in uniform pointing the gun at you. Take care of yourself.
One mistake! One lousy, innocent mistake, and now I'm a mule dog! Wait! Hello? 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 Yes, take me to the airport. Right.
Retreat less than 5 minutes.
Oh, he's after me.
Who's after you?
Eileen's brother. He's out for revenge.
What are you talking about?
He knows about Eileen.
What?
You know, he's sworn to kill me.
George, you're hallucinating.
Don't answer it.
Honey, George, calm down. Oh, your God.
Yes. No. I look like him.
Oh, come on, you so are. Well, what do you think? Do I look tough?
Yes.
Hey, look at this baby. Play,
Please, I'm begging you, please don't do it.
Well, gee, I just wanted to let you have it.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I realize that she is young and innocent. And of course you love her dearly.
Who, Roz?
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 What has my daughter got to do with this?
Yeah.
Well, I think she's a very desirable...
And who the hell do you think you are?
General Patton.
Now you listen to me, you piece of swine. If you touch one hair on my daughter's head, I will pull your heart out through your mouth.
Stop! Stay back! I know how to use this! I saw the movie!
You idiot! Oh, get it!
I'm trying.
Stop it! Oh, wait a minute!
Okay, now what do I do with it?
He fainted!
Here, get him into the closet and stuff something in his mouth and tie him up.
Do it.
Because I'm a star.
I'm so sorry, sir. Okay, you're just go right on in there. Okay, all right.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Where's Paul?
No idea.
Paul, you're not in costume.
Yeah, no.
Daddy, oh thank God, can you do the show?
Absolutely. Just give me a minute.
You don't have a minute, George. You have the second line in the play.
I do?
Hurry up, okay? The curtain goes up in 3 minutes.
Okay, Daddy, for the first scene together. Eddie, you come out, it's so lovely, and then you come out onto the balcony and you say,
Not so bad.
that's it, he's got it, let's go!
Must be Colombian.
smoking jacket. Perhaps he had to put it out first. Smoking jacket. I suppose I can just stand here and look at the lights of that yacht reflected in the water. My God, I'd like to be on that boat! Oh, and if you, Ellie, you just burst the door for the joie de vivre and je ne sais quoi que sera. Oh, you say something terribly witty like, not so bad. And then I would say, you mustn't be blasé about honeymoons, darling, just because this is your second, and you get very annoyed with me, and then I'd apologize and ask you to kiss me 3 times because I'm superstitious. Ellie, if you're not going to come out, perhaps we should all just go home. Oh, thank God! I mean, my God, I'm a happy girl. Yes. We can look at how lovely it is, to which you would no doubt reply, not so bad. And then I would turn and gaze out over the balcony, feeling tremendously happy, and say,
What is it? What happened?
Hey, you remembered about the costume party!
I did?
What are you doing in your costume now, darling?
Well, what would you have me do, huh? Seek the patronage of some great man? Like a creeping vine or a tall tree? Grow up and burn, house stand alone? No, thank you!
You, Eddie!
But to sing, to laugh, to dream, to
That's
dance!
enough, Eddie! I mean, it's wonderful that you remembered about the costume party, and now that you're in your costume, there's simply no reason we cannot just stand here as if you weren't in your costume and chatter on about anything we please. For example, just look at the lights of that yacht reflected in the water. And I'm so happy, aren't you? I mean, just to think, here we are, you and I, married. Ellie? Ellie! You mustn't be blasé about honeymoon. So this is your second. Have I
Saying what?
about a honeymoon, darling, yeah. In the south of France, in this beautiful hotel with the 2 separate balconies where we can live such private lives.
Private lives?
Yes, dear, private lives!
Holy crap! I'm in the wrong costume.
No, you have another costume.
I'll be back in a minute.
Ellie, don't leave me, you freaking
Mandy!
What?
Mandy, come out here, darling. The view is wonderful.
Victor, darling, I'm still damp from the bath. I shall catch pneumonia. That's what I shall catch.
God,
I beg your pardon?
you look wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you, Victor, darling.
Like a beautiful advertisement or something.
Oh, well, nothing peculiar, I hope.
Oh, just to think, here we are, alone in this hotel, married.
I can't find the freaking dressing room, I'm telling you! I can't find it!
I knew we should have gone to a better hotel. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, is it true that you loved me more than you loved
I
Elliot?
don't remember. It was such a long time ago, Paul. Victor. Paul Victor, to use your full name. And I have a wonderful idea. Paul Victor. Why don't we leave here immediately and go straight to Paris?
yes,
I can't get the freaking zipper! I thought, look at this! I mean, what if I got a pity or something?
You must be Sybil, Elliot's second wife.
Which makes you Victor, Amanda's second husband.
Shut up! Can't you see that they haven't the slightest idea what's going on? They think that we're insane up here.
Oh, do you mean up here? On the balcony?
The water.
Excuse me, I'm looking for my son Elliot, who has a tendency to dress up as Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh my God. Mother, what are you doing?
Well, I should try to straighten things out if it wasn't too late.
Of course it's too late, okay? They all know.
What?
Everybody knows.
Knows? Did you say no?
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
You He did! Why did you call him darling? It was him! Why the hell did you call him darling?
Because he's my fiancé.
She's marrying Frank Capra!
Mark how my point floats! Light as the foam! Ready to drive you back to the wall!
Stop, George!
Thus, as I end the refrain, thrust home!
Oh my God!
George!
Call the doctor. Is there a doctor in the house?
All right, someone call me an ambulance.
You're an ambulance.
Call me a damn ambulance.
You're a damn ambulance.
You know what? I'm just gonna go underneath.
Oh, Daddy, look, he's moving.
Okay. George, come on, grab my hand. Come on, reach. George, reach a little bit farther. No, whatever, just stay where you are.
All right, where you belong. In the pit.
Watch your step.
Careful.
I've never been so depressed in my entire life. I'd kill myself, but nobody would notice. What happened after I fell off the stage, dare I ask?
The moment after you hit the ground, there was complete silence. Then the audience burst into applause and thought it was part of the show.
Oh, and then Mother and I started screaming for a doctor, and this man ran down the aisle. And we asked what kind of doctor he was, and he said he was a veterinarian.
That got a big laugh.
Oh, then the ambulance arrived,
And then the police arrived.
and Howard had to be sedated,
And we all went to the hospital.
and that's about it.
Howard?
My fiance, the one you gagged and locked in the closet.
Right. And how is your mother taking all this excitement?
She's leaving with Richard this afternoon.
I'm so sorry, Daddy.
Why did the word straitjacket come to mind?
Daddy, what's wrong?
Can you imagine the look on Frank Capra's face when I walked out there as Cyrano? I mean, he came all the way from New York for that piece of crap. He must have thought we were out of our freaking minds.
I'm leaving you, George.
I know. Hey, Charlotte, I want to say something.
No, there's nothing to say, George.
Of course there is. Please, just 5 minutes.
Come on,
Don't
let's go.
touch me.
All right.
Mother, don't hurt him. He has stitches.
Ah.
I'll give you 1 minute, George.
Now, I know you're upset about the film, and so am I, but is it really that important?
45 seconds?
Oh, stop that. You can't just leave, and certainly not with Richard. You died prematurely. He'd bore you to death.
Well, at least he's stable, mentally.
Well, what good is that if you're bored, for God's sake?
15 seconds.
Oh, stop it.
I'm sorry, George, but I really have to go.
Would you think for 1 minute, use your brain. Think of all the fun we had rambling from town to town as minor royalty, signing autographs and doing interviews. My God, you'll be laughing about my entrance as Cyrano for months. And think of all the joy you give to people every week, as Amanda, as Roxanne, as Lady Bracknell and Eliza Doolittle. You're an actress, Charlotte, it's in your veins. My God, if you were caught in the spotlight of a runaway train, you'd break into a time step. You know, it's a gift to be that reckless and insane. There are people out there living in the darkness, dreaming of what they can be through your voice. Are you really gonna throw all of that away because you lost a measly role in a film?
You give me a pain, George.
Yes, I know I do, and I'm sorry, but I can't help it. I do love you, Charlotte. I haven't the faintest idea why. But the thought of living without you terrifies me.
I wanted to be a movie star! I wanted to be rich and famous! I wanted everybody to admire me!
I admire you.
Oh, George, we were so close. I mean, after all these years, we almost made it.
There will be other movies.
No, there won't. That was our last chance and you know it. Oh, crap!
Perhaps we weren't meant to be movie stars. Isn't it nice to know our limitations?
No! No, I hate it!
You know, I find it rather comforting now that I think about it.
I don't. I despise it. And I hate getting older. Starting to look like Ed Sullivan.
You look as beautiful now as the day we first met. I take it back, even more beautiful.
You have glaucoma.
Cataracts.
Oh. Take it this means we're not running off together.
Oh, Richard, I'm so sorry. You must think that I'm hateful.
No.
Is there anything that I can do to make it up to you? You know that I love you. It's just in a different way.
I like his way better.
Oh, stop it!
Rosalind, you're in love with me and you know it.
I am not!
Roz?
Oh, Howard, hi, honey, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm better, I think, but
Young man, I owe you a profound
Well,
apology.
that's okay.
He thought that you were somebody else entirely.
Oh, I
You
said
even this guy was a mistake, and I said I'm sorry.
Would you all just be quiet? I would like to say something.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Roz, I can't go through with it.
Howard?
It's just too much pressure. I mean, I'm sure it's just me, but I've never been gagged and locked in a closet before.
It was a mistake.
Well, there's something else. I met this girl and...
Howard, honey, the cab is waiting for us to drink.
All right, I'll be right there.
Eileen?
Oh, I guess you haven't told them yet, have you?
I was just, you know,
Howard?
starting. So this is a funny story. We met at the hospital. Well, we didn't meet there. We went steady in high school here in Buffalo. Anyway, we started talking and it was like, oh my God, she's so normal. So we went to the cafeteria for some Jell-O and then it just happened. It was like magic. We sort of just knew.
Oh, couldn't you just eat him up?
And hey, you know what the best part is? You tell her.
Why don't you go ahead?
She wants to start a family right away.
Well, what a good idea! No, listen. Children, my children, Eileen, Horace,
Howard.
Howard. Now, I speak for myself and Mrs. Hay when I say that perhaps you would consider making us the godparents of your firstborn.
And remember, the first one is always early.
I
like that, George. I really would.
So would I.
Oh my gosh, we've got to run. Well, bye. Goodbye. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Have a safe trip.
Oh, we'll be fine. There's a low pressure area over the whole Northeast. Sunny skies right through the weekend.
I guess I shouldn't have come back.
And you wouldn't have if you known I was here. You said it 4 times.
Roz,
Daddy, don't start.
didn't I tell you last week on the phone that Paul was here?
Did you? I guess I forgot.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. It was lousy memory.
Oh, hey.
No!
Where's your smudge?
Paul, stop it. No!
And
No!
I'm
Stop
there.
it. Paul, stop it. Put me down. Oh, Paul.
Oh, George.
Oh, I find this totally revolting.
Family, my dearest family, except you. I would like to make an announcement.
That wasn't a matinee, that was a national disaster.
Mother,
What?
George is about to make one of his speeches.
How exciting! Call the United Nations!
There comes a time in every man's life when it's time to pass on the torch to a younger generation. This, I believe, is such season for George and Charlotte Hare. Now, I present to you... Oh. I present to you Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet and Ophelia, Oedipus and his mother. Those younger roles that your mother and I have now outgrown.
Speak for yourself.
And in the words of that man from Stratford, this rough magic I hear abjure, and require some heavenly music, which even now I do. I'll break my staff and bury it certain fathoms in the earth, deeper than did ever plummet sound. I'll drown my book.
Green room has to go. What? What? Oh, Frank. Franco. Oh, I can't hear a word he's saying.
No! What is wrong with you?
Hello? Yes, it is. Oh, how do you do? Yes, he is. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Well, that's great. Right. Right. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see you then. Bye-bye. That was Frank Capra! Oh, he said that the plane was delayed so that he did not see you that day. But he's in Buffalo now and he plans to attend tonight's performance.
Oh my God!
I hate to ask you this, but what show are you doing?
Cyrano!
Oh, God!